Hello viewer, I am Ghanshyam and welcome all of you to the electric neuron. Today we are going to discuss about the Millman theorem in our network theory. Okay, so in the previous lectures we have already discussed about the Norton theorem, Thevenin's theorem and superposition theorem. So those theorem topic is very important in your examination like GATE, ESC, SSC, JEE, RRB, JEE and all. So before starting our video lectures, I want to tell you that if you like the video, please share to your friends and also subscribe to this channel so that you will get immediate notification whenever I will upload a new video. Okay, so let's get start our video. So see, what does Millman's theorem say? So if there is a number of resistance and number of voltage sources are connected in series and parallel fashion, then it can be converted to equivalent resistance and equivalent voltage sources. Okay, so how it will get converted and how easily we can calculate a equivalent voltage source and convert sources? Let's see. So there is one voltage sources. Okay. So those are some voltage sources V1, voltage sources V2, voltage sources V3 and voltage sources Vn is there. And resistance R1, resistance R2, resistance R3 and resistance up to Rn is there. Okay. And these voltage sources and resistance both are connected in series fashion and those network is connected in parallel fashion. So first what we need to calculate? We need to calculate the equivalent resistance and then we need to calculate the equivalent voltage sources. Okay, then only we can conclude with this figure. Okay, so see here this R dash is your Thevenin's resistance or equivalent resistance across this point A and point B. Okay, so this is your RTH and this is your R dash, which are same. Okay, so let's see how it will be get calculated from this network. Okay, so now to calculate the Thevenin's resistance or your Norton resistance or your equivalent resistance, whatever you call them. Okay, so first we need to deactivate, that means eliminate the voltage sources. So how it will get eliminated? By short circuiting. If we open circuit that, then it is a voltage sources na, so we need to short circuit this voltage sources first, then only we can calculate the equivalent resistance, Thevenin's resistance or Norton resistance, whatever you call it. Okay, so let's short circuit this voltage sources and this voltage sources up to Bn number of voltage sources. So first we are short circuiting this. In this figure see there is no voltage sources. Okay, only the resistance R1, R2, R3 and up to Rn is there. Okay, so to calculate equivalent resistance, first see 1 divided by RT. This is the formula na, you have already studied in your basic. That is equivalent formula. 1 by RTH. This is 1 divided by Thevenin's resistance is equal to 1 divided by R1 plus 1 divided by R2 plus 1 divided by R3 plus up to 1 divided by Rn. It is clear to you now? Okay. Now see, if we transforming this RTH, Thevenin's resistance to upper side, that means numerator side. Okay, so then it can also be get converted to denominator side. So see, this is RTH. RTH is equal to 1 divided by R1 plus 1 divided by R2 plus 1 divided by R3 up to 1 divided by Rn. Okay, it is now clear to you? If it is not clear to you, then ask me on the comment section. I will clarify your doubt. Okay, so let's see. So this is your RTH, Thevenin's resistance or R dash. So we have already know that is 1 divided by R. That is what? 1 divided by resistance is conductance. So 1 divided by resistance 1, that is conductance 1. 1 divided by resistance 2, that is conductance 2. So here I am writing 1 divided by conductance 1 plus conductance 2 plus conductance 3 plus conductance up to n. Okay. So we done our calculation of the R dash, that is Thevenin's resistance or Norton resistance. This is our Thevenin's resistance R dash. This R dash is equal to 1 divided by conductance 1 plus 1 divided by conductance A. This is conductance 2 up to conductance N. Okay, so this is here R dash, Thevenin's resistance. Okay, it is up to clear. Now see the Thevenin's voltage, that is V of OC, open circuited voltage across this. Okay, VOC is what? ISC, that is short circuit current, into RTH, Thevenin's resistance. Okay, so VOC is your V dash, that is Thevenin's voltage, or I dash, this is your short circuit current, or RTH. RTH is your Thevenin's resistance or R dash. Okay, so V dash is equal to, we are putting first I dash, that is what? I is equal to V by R. We have already know in our Ohm's law, that is V is equal to R. So from that equation only we can calculate I is equal to V by R. So here I dash is equal to V by R, that is V1 divided by R1 for first circuit, V2 divided by R2 for second circuit, V3 divided by R3 for third circuit, like that Vn divided by Rn for Rn circuit. Okay, divided by, see, multiplication with the R dash, this is Thevenin's resistance, multiplication with the Thevenin's resistance. So we have calculated already, that is Thevenin's resistance R dash is equal to 1 divided by conductance. So by multiplying here in the denominator side, that is this conductance 1 is equal to 1 divided by R1, conductance 2 is equal to 1 divided by R2, like that conductance N 1 divided by Rn. Okay, so it is clear to you. V dash, that is Thevenin's voltage, R dash, that is Thevenin's resistance. Okay, now come to the Milliman's theorem on current sources. We have already so far discussed about the voltage sources. So now we are consider the current sources parallel with the resistance, and we need to calculate the Thevenin's current. This is Norton current and equivalent resistance. Okay, so see, this is our current sources with parallel resistance. This is our current sources with parallel resistance connected in series fashion up to nth current source with nth resistance. Okay, so there is a resistance 1, 2 up to n, current source 1, 2 up to n. Okay, they are connected in series manner. Okay, now see, this is our open circuited voltage, V dash, Thevenin's voltage. Okay, and this is the equivalent figure of this current figure, Milliman theorem for current source. So this is our equivalent figure. This is your point A and point B. This is your point A and point B. Like that, this is our Thevenin's resistance and Norton current, I dash. Okay, so for first we need to calculate about the equivalent resistance, that is R dash. Okay, that is R dash, equivalent resistance. R dash is equal to RTH, that is Thevenin's resistance, equal to whatever the resistance. See, first whatever the sources is there, that sources can be neglected, that sources can be deactivated. That means if there is a current sources, that means we need to open circuit the current sources. If there is a voltage sources, we need to short circuit the voltage sources. So here current sources is there, that means we need to open circuit this current sources. So after open circuit this current sources, there only resistance connected in this fashion. Okay, so if this fashion the current source resistance sources is there, then total resistance equal to Thevenin's resistance, that is equal to R1 plus R2 up to Rn. Okay, and for Norton current, that is equivalent current, I dash is equal to, we know from our Ohm's law, that is VOC, open circuit voltage divided by Thevenin's resistance, or open circuited voltage is equal to what? V dash, or Thevenin's voltage divided by R dash, that is Thevenin's resistance, or that is equal to Norton resistance 2. Okay, so V dash is what? V is equal to IR. So I1 R1 for this circuit, I2 R2 for this circuit, I3 R3 for this circuit, IN Rn for this circuit. Okay, divided by R dash. So we have already calculated R dash from this equation. We are putting here R dash is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 up to Rn. Okay, so this is your equivalent voltage sources and equivalent current sources and voltage sources in the Milliman's theorem. So it is quite easy to convert any network, any complex network connected in series or parallel to equivalent voltage sources or current sources with parallel and series resistance. Okay, so it is up to you. This is the only theory part, so we are not going to the problem. So in the next lectures we need to try to do some problem related to this Milliman's theorem, so that it is also easy to do any problem in your network theory or basic electrical engineering Milliman's theorem question. Okay, so for today that's it. Thank you for watching.